hello everyone. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Bridget, you know what time it is? It is almost springtime, which means there are seed packets flying in the door from every direction. And we want to do a couple of unboxings today. First up, Bridget, is from Hoss Tools. Now, Hoss Tools will send very quickly with everything going on. It's amazing how great their customer service is, as well as just the quick turnaround that they do offer. And Bridget opened up there the first seed packet, and they do have these really nice climate control bags that you can reclose if you're buying bulk orders like we do in things like green beans, sweet corn. And so first thing we have is Momentum Bush Beans. This is a hybrid bush bean that we really enjoyed last year, so we're giving that a go this year. All right, what's next, Bridget? It must just be Bridget's unboxing here. Next up is another pound bag, but this is of Royal Burgundy or Purple Bush Beans. So those are fun to grow, a favorite of Dr. Miller's. What did you find next, Bridge? Oh, the nice letter that just lets you know everything. We did order potatoes from them as well, and you can see potatoes will ship later. This is middle of January we're at right now. And then they put their little seed packets nicely in here. Let's see what we got, Bridge. I'm gonna grab those, and then you grab these. They always send some stickers, and so it looks like this time we got a wheel hoe sticker and a row by row garden show. If you don't know what to do on Thursday nights at 8, we'd recommend tuning in. It's one of our favorite programs to watch, and it's on YouTube. All right, and then we got some seed packets, some herbs. A lot of other places were sold out of herbs, and so, hey, life gives you lemons. Buy herbs from Hoss Tools, I guess. So we have tarragon. That comes in a 250 seed packet. We have Italian basil, 250 seeds. And I did get basil from another company that ended up restocking it, but that one's nice to have. And then sage. So there is some sage. And that's all we got from Hoss Tools this time. We may have another unboxing here soon, just because we had to do a couple different orders. And Hoss Tools is nice. If you order for over $100, it's free shipping. Anything else is normally $4.99, I think. So very reasonable. Next up, we have our package from Baker Creek. Now, Baker Creek, I feel like changes their packaging up once in a while, but this is what we got this year. Kind of the insulated envelope, large envelope. And Baker Creek, just so you know, they've shut down their website 3 or 4 times now for a week's time. They've also now changed their shipping to say that by the time you order it may not be 30 days until you receive or till they ship your seeds. If you're in the US, if you're outside the US, it can take up to 60 days. So if you're thinking of ordering through them, or we don't normally do a lot of our staple stuff from Baker Creek because it is more expensive. They do have nice stuff, but we do get some special things, or as you'll see, we're working on a new landrace corn variety, and so they had a lot of fun options there. But we'll go ahead and get started. This was actually from last year. I just stuck it in there because I had to pull it out, but we have some Paris Island Cost lettuce, romaine type lettuce. We have some bread seed poppy. Now, we're really excited about this. Apparently, this makes a lot of seeds per head, and you can grind them up, use them in different breads and bakery dishes, and so we were excited about that. I forget how many seeds were in here. It doesn't say here, but that one was one we were really excited about. I think there was a couple hundred seeds in there. Those are just fun ones, or that one's just a fun one. Next up, you having fun with that? Whew, you had to sneeze. And just in time for sneezing, hot peppers. Although they look like hot peppers, but they're really not hot peppers. Here, Bridge, you can play with this sticker. Sticker, there you go. These are habanadas. So this is a habanero type pepper, but it's not spicy. So they've bred the heat out of it, the extra capsaicin out of it. And so now you get the kind of tropical fruity flavor without the heat. So we are definitely excited about that. We've got Alpine Strawberries. We're gonna get these. This is a smaller type. This is a ever-bearing strawberry, so you're gonna have fruit throughout the whole season. Again, this will be more of an annual, but for us, we want to get some started in some beds, and these are a fun one. It's not like your normal cultivated variety. These are smaller, but much more pest resistant and pretty fun to grow. And if maybe you didn't have the best strawberry crop, these ones will fill the gap. Asparagus. This was actually the reason I had to pull my pull the Baker Creek bag out, or open it, because we needed to get some asparagus planted here not too long ago, and we ended up going with the Prosauge de Argentia Full, or teal. It's an heirloom, kind of a lighter color, white type of, not albino or really white, but a lighter color of asparagus. And we got some asparagus beds we're starting, and so those you're going to want to start 2 to 3 months before your last frost date. So get them started now if you're in most of the U.S. This was one that was with the lettuce. That was from Southern Exposure Seed Exchange, and we'll do one when we get that order. Next up, we have cabbage. This is Glory of Enkhuizen. It's a nice big head type cabbage. Do you want to put the hat on, Bridge? Is that better? All right. We've got some collards. This is our always expanding landrace collard breeding program. We're adding in some Morris heading collards, and we're going to test it out this spring, see if we like it, and then we'll add it in the fall. Because with our landrace collards, we grow some collards we plant in the spring, but those don't last. We pull them out, the bug pressure, the heat they'd be fine with, but the bug pressure is so bad. So we pull them out, and then we replant in the fall, and then that fall planting of collard greens will actually be what we breed or we let go to seed. And so those we'll test out this spring. If we like them, like we did the Florida variegated collards from last year, we'll grow them, or we'll add them to the breeding program. Purple cauliflower purple of Sicily. That one's pretty neat. Not sure how much of a producer it is, but it'll be neat to try. This was a great addition by Baker Creek. This is Kyoto Red Carrots. But the great thing about this is it's pelleted seed. Pelleted is an organic, very simple process where they're running seeds irregularly, and small seeds, kind of like carrot seeds, which are pretty tough to, without having to thin them, they're very tough to plant orderly. And so what they do is they run it through a machine that just coats a thin layer after a thin layer after a thin layer of clay onto the seeds, and then you get pelleted seeds. So that's pretty neat. And that's supposed to be a really sweet variety. See here, an older packet from Baker Creek. This is what herb is this one? Lemon basil. Lemon basil. We put in a perennial garden, so that's not a perennial, but it'll go in the perennial type garden. We've got some bitter melons. Now, I did also order the white bitter melons that are supposed to be the least bitter. This is the kind of the most mild bitter melons that Baker Creek has to offer, the Japanese ones, or the Okinawan ones. But they were out of them, so I ordered these, and then they came back in stock. So you only get, I think, 4 or 5 seeds. You don't get a ton of seeds, so it may be worth buying 2 packs anyways. Sugar Baby Bush Watermelon. That is a bush type watermelon, which is going to work perfectly in our 30-inch market row type bed. So you'll be able to plant those without having them take up 25 feet per plant, or something crazy like that. This was the free packet. You always get a free packet with Baker Creek. And this is Russian Red or Ragged Jack kale. Tried it in the past. Not a huge fan of it. We may give this seed packet away. It just doesn't produce a lot for us compared to some of the other kales that we've grown. But it's okay. Thank you for that free packet, though, Baker Creek. Basil. This is the African Newnham variety. There were some pretty neat varieties that I think are bred by one of their seed growers in Africa. We had read up about it, and that was one of them. It's supposed to be kind of a mixture of some different type, maybe more Italian type herbs that it should be pretty good to dry and save for the winter. Then we have eggplant. We got 2 or 3 different varieties of eggplant from Baker Creek. We really love eggplant, but we really like it in a specific way, and that is sliced or diced into small cubes or circles and breaded and then thrown in our air fryer. And so to do that, it takes a lot of work. If you got one of the big, thick eggplants, you got to slice, 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 and then do all this work. So we're trying out some of these thinner varieties that the hope is that they produce a lot of thinner plants, and so you could just dice them once, create little discs, or maybe if they got a little bit bigger, slide them down the middle. But yeah, so we got that. That is the Chinese string eggplant. We have the new Kyoto carrot. I don't know a ton about that one. It's supposed to be extremely sweet. We're giving a lot of different carrots a try this spring. We have cucumbers, the Jibai Shimo Shirazu cucumber. It's supposed to be a Japanese type cucumber that produces really nice, kind of like the ones you may find in the stores with the plastic around it that we do normally get from a place like Japan. All right, some cauliflower. This is the Rober cauliflower. I'm pretty sure this was the largest. Yeah, 12-inch heads. I think this was the largest one on their site. Pretty good price on cauliflower and broccoli at Baker Creek. Some other things they can get pretty expensive. That's why we only get special things that we can't get anywhere else, kind of like these special herbs or even some of these special bitter melons. But cauliflower, they have a good price on it for quite a bit of seed, and you feel good about it. $3 per packet, not bad for organic seed. Parsnips. I'm not the world's biggest parsnip fan, but they can make a nice little cover crop, or having something in the ground for a long period of time in a bed that you want to more so lay fallow, or don't have anything cash crop wise that you want to get in there producing. So we're giving parsnips a try. Okra. Okinawan pink okra. We're adding 2 different varieties to our red rocket okra that we've been growing. We got locally here from a grower who had grown it for a while. So we're adding Okinawan pink okra to that. So it's a red spineless okra, and that is the goal, is to have a really nice red spineless okra. And we'll come back to this when we have the other one. And then another eggplant. This is the Thai long green eggplant. So another thinner, 10 to 12 inches long eggplant. That one will be nice. Calabas cabbage. These ones look neat. They're kind of like the Fielderkraut type head cabbage, but it's a red one, and it's supposed to be pretty big. So 2 pounds, not huge, but 2 pounds of cabbage is 2 pounds of cabbage. How about that, Bridget? All right, oregano. We needed some oregano. Very tiny seed on there. I'm not sure if we'll get our herbs started. It's always a give or take. Do you have the space? Do you have the time? Do you have the want to either start your herbs inside, or, in our climate, we could just direct seed them, and we have more than enough growing time. But we'll probably start some inside and then just drop some off out there. We've got Calabrese green sprouting broccoli. Again, broccoli, cauliflower is pretty good price with Baker Creek. $2.75 for that packet. Quite a bit of seeds. I'm probably not going to beat that for organic stuff. Peppers. This was supposed to be a nice Italian type pepper. I don't think it's an Italian pepper, but that type of sweet red pepper. This one's called Edgevarsky. Should be about 6 to 7 inch red peppers. We'll see. We're growing those in our hoop house this year, so that'll be fun. All right, here's another fun part of our landrace varieties. We're growing a landrace corn. We're adding a bunch of new varieties to this year, so I'm just going to stack them out here. This one is the Hopi pink corn. So this is a field type corn for flowers. A really nice 8-inch pink kernels. Looks pretty neat. And we have the Hopi Turquoise. So this was one I really wanted to get my hands on because I've seen that it's been grown for more so roasting ears as well. And so it's a flower type corn. But the goal with our landrace corn breed variety is a corn that can really take the place of a little bit of everything. Of course, you're never going to get super sweet field corn, but sweet enough for roasting ears or for creaming corn, but also a nice soft kernel that will be able to make into flour, make into grits, make into cornbread, things like that. What's next, Bridget? Cauliflower, amazing cauliflower. This one's a little bit smaller than that Rover, but it's supposed to make a really nice dense head, about 10 inches. You can hold on to it, that's fine. All right. Another Fielderkraut type head cabbage. This one's called Coeur Debut, and we're gonna give that 3 to 4 pounds. Pretty nice. Oh, we're gonna leave those there. Those are expensive. Yeah, the corn, just so you know, you don't get a ton of seeds, 50 seeds for $5, $4 or $5. You're going to grow a lot of corn with that. 50 seeds, 50 heads of corn is a lot of corn, but it is quite expensive. But we do save our seed with that and plan on adding that to our landrace operations. So it will go to use long term. Carrots, black Nebula. We've grown those in the past and have really liked them. And we're going to grow them again this summer or spring. We've got Brussels sprouts. We've never grown really good Brussels sprouts. We have some in the garden that maybe they'll take off for the spring, but I don't have my hopes up. So we're going to give those a shot again this summer, fall. We've got some horehound. They make, there's apparently a candy made out of that, but it's a type of, grown in the mint family. But give that a try, huh, Bridge? Look pretty neat. Yeah, we can hold on to it. A lot of seeds from Baker Creek, but they're fun seeds. The bread and butter of where we get our seeds from is normally Southern Exposure Seed Company and then Haas Tools. But Southern Exposure will be where we get a lot of our kind of staple crops. Mustard, giant leaf mustard. This was for Dr. Miller. She likes a type of curry that's made with mustard, and I've done the same curry but used collard greens, and it's really tasty, but it doesn't have the exact same flavor. So we're gonna give that, this is supposed to be one of the sweetest, kind of least spicy type of mustard, but still having that mustard flavor. Yeah? Yeah. All right, another corn. This is the Montana Lavender Clay Corn. A really beautiful lavender color corn. You can see it there. Excited to try that. It should be more of an early producing variety, but again, looking for nice roasting ears that also will be able to be nice flour corn. This was highly recommended by everyone at Baker Creek. The you almost got it. The Yad Fa Chinese broccoli. It's more of a broccolini type, but it produces a lot, so we're excited to give that a go. We are, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, here's another corn. What's this one? This is the Posuege Blue. This one's supposed to be really good for making corn tortillas and real flour type corn, but really dark, full of those wonderful anthocyanins. We're coming down to the wire, Bridge. I think this might be the last, or one more. This is called Big Horse Spotted Corn, and it looks, what is this one? This one I think is, forget where this one, by the Osage people. And so it is endangered, and it is a beautiful corn, so we like those different colors in there. And again, a wonderful corn for the option of a roasting ear, as well as a nice kernel for grinding. And Bridget Rose, we are all done. What do you think? I think that we got a lot of seeds here, and we're excited to grow them. Again, this year, our big goal was grow everything that we eat. And so we've garden planned, we've prepared the garden, we've now gotten the seeds in, so that when it's time to go, we want to go into next fall and winter having our storehouse full, our cupboards full, and knowing that it was all grown in a very organically and respectful way to nature and to our homestead. And so we're certainly excited for it. I'm excited for this to be Bridget's first year of really helping out in the garden. And, oh, what are you doing? And we sure do have a lot to grow, but we'll definitely keep you updated. You'll see all this stuff in our garden this year. You'll see us starting it, and you'll see us eating it and cooking with it, preparing it, and we should have one or two more seed unboxing videos here soon. So we love you, and we'll see you in another video soon. You want to say bye? Nope, we're just going to look at this pretty corn. See you guys.